Someone or something wails in the distance. A burst of brightness flashes, pierces my eyes, shatters the memory. I blink. Everything fades to white, and I stare into the starkness of sunlight, firmly planted in the present, standing in the gray gravel driveway with the pale, hot sun beating down on us as the ambulance pulls up in front of our house. When my father finds out about Alexander's accident, he leaves work in a hurry and joins us at the hospital. He stands beside me and Mercy in the waiting room by the soda machine, shifting his weight from one foot to the other with his hands in his pockets, swiveling around on his boot heel every time someone new enters the room. By the time Dr. Hernandez, the emergency room doctor, comes looking for us, the silence between us has grown so stale it stifles our thoughts. We are suffocating. I can barely breathe, much less speak when we stand up to talk to him. "I'm so sorry, Don Fernando," Dr. Hernandez whispers as he puts his hand on my father's shoulder. "We did everything we could, but I'm afraid there was just too much internal damage." At his words, Mercy drops her purse and starts running. Halfway down the hall, she pulls off her red high-heeled shoes, throws them aside, and darts toward the emergency room doors. "No! No!" Mercy cries out. Her voice sounds hollow, like it's coming from inside a dark, cold well as she slaps her open hands against the double doors and screams, "My son! My son! Let me see my son!" We run after her. "Mercedes, mija, por favor, contrólate," Dad begs, wrapping his arms around her waist and pulling her toward him. Mercy collapses in his arms. Her lashes flutter, her eyes roll back, and she faints. Dad puts one arm around her torso and the other under her knees and lifts her up like a child, holding her against his chest as the metal doors open for us. Mercy isn't heavy, so it's easy for him to carry her into the ER, where she's given the nearest bed. But when she wakes up, things get worse. She howls and tears at our clothes, trying to get out of bed. She cries out for Alexander over and over again. The doctor has no other choice than to sedate her. After a quiet conversation, my father follows the doctor down the hall, leaving me alone with Mercy. I sit there looking at my sister, waiting for her to wake up, telling myself not to listen to the things whispering around in my head, not to give in to my Don,